smooth transition, but whatever. Anyway, on to 14 dailies. I've picked up the daily quests for Omicron already, just in case I skipped them tonight, but since I'm moving on to... Oh, I have to... There. My 14... Yeah, 14 should be my stream category in... One second. I don't know, my tab... Yeah, my tags keep resetting. Anyway. So I'm not sure if it's going to be this one or the next one that the mount is actually unlocked, but I am looking forward to seeing what the next race will be that will revive. I've already done this one. Yeah, various first life, blah blah blah. Oh, I need to move my chat blocker on. And move myself over. Perfect. I gotta try to not forget about that. Not like anything important was seen, I don't think, but... useful pieces. Anyway, betting for the mounts? That sounds weird. Anyway. Let's see what the new race is. I've been quite looking forward to this too, because I've been quite enjoying the story of the beast tribes. I guess they just refer to as tribes now, but... so I try to go for roughly 4 hours of stream, so I think cooling off with this after doing horror is a good choice, hopefully. My heart is still pounding from the Tombs of Forewarned. Let's see, my reputation, I think I need to do just 2 more. Yeah. My inventory is quite full from having decided to preload it with gatherer mats for the quests. Doesn't save much time, but it saves time, so I figure why not. Last Dregs. Ooh, the dragons. Last Dregs management would discuss the further development of your business plan. Were things status thriving. According to recent scans, the EA also emit pleased vibrations. They aren't the only ones. Members of quite a few civilizations have been enjoying watching the things frolic, and customer satisfaction has risen accordingly. On that note, it's just about time for our regular rounds at the cafe. Care to join? I can't say no to coffee. My face cam might glitch out. Oh, I just noticed that my face cam wasn't even going on because I forgot to switch my face tracker back on. At least the mouse tracking was still going. Motion will return momentarily. Let's see. It's roughly back, so that's good at least. Cafe status bustling. Installation of additional seating recommended. As you can see, the Last Dregs is now patronized by entities of all ages, and we have expanded our beverage range to accompany both the young and the very, very old accordingly. Now that the things and the yaw have settled in, timing to introduce new patrons is optimal. As a matter of fact, I was just thinking the same. We've had such good luck with the EA, it only seems natural that we invite the dragons next. They too are residents of Ultima Thule after all. Where? Shall this unit scan your cranial cavern for irregularities? We Omicrons are the dragon's mortal enemies. They would not willingly break bread or any other substance with us. Projections indicate they may be traumatized by the very suggestion. Are you worried about them? How endearing. Yet if Ultima Thule is to move forward, its people cannot remain mired in the conflicts of the past. It would befoul the dynamists for one thing, and bugger up our hard work. We must learn to live in harmony. We're acknowledged, but this unit will excuse itself from promotional efforts. The probability of the Dragon Star's life forms reacting adversely to Omicron presence and their territory exceeds acceptable parameters. Parameters. It may be risky, but if the dragons are to believe that the Omicrons have turned over a new leaf, I can think of no better ambassador. You may not be able to rewind time and unconquer the Dragon Star, but you can certainly strive to do better in the future we're creating. Dynus makes the impossible possible. You said so yourself. Encouragement tentatively internalized. This unit will attempt to serve as an ambassador for peace. As off to Riatara we go. Yeah, I love this zone. It's the only one I've ended up doing all the side quests for. I don't know why, but I found these just so neat. Just the weird, flowy designs. Alright, jamming away. Good perpetual evening, good sir, madam, or other. Can I interest you in a hot cup of coffee? I want coffee. I'll take the coffee if he's not having it. This unit has detected an additional hurdle to fulfilling the current objective. Excuse me, can I interest you in, anything? Anything at all? Hello? Ignoring me won't make me go away. I wonder how tough to floss did come to clamour so, but 'tis no more than one of thy strange companions. This explaineth much. Wilt thou not leave me to my slumber? So long have I been weary. We have just the thing for that. Coffee! Delectable cuisine as well. Why not stop by the last dregs and see what the civilizations of Ultima Thule are raving about? I realize that you may have complicated feelings about my Omicron friend here, but we would nevertheless offer you a place to eat, drink, and be merry. Art thou attempting to provoke me? Though I suppose it matters not. Neither grief nor hate stir within me, for my flame hath long since flickered and died. Were the news that you do not wish to inflict vengeful obliteration upon the Alphatron star should be welcome. However, this unit finds it unexpectedly difficult to process. Are you certain you do not desire revenge? Not even a micron? It may be advisable to gnaw on this unit in the name of experimentation, lest your conclusion be premature. To what end? The destruction of a single machine changeth not, meaneth not. Aye, we dragons once revelled as thou wouldst have me do. In the mountain's shadow do we gather to sing, yet even our melodies are naught but memory now. If I no longer weep for the silence, machine, why dost thou believe I have aught to spare for thee? Were conversational difficulty levels critical. This unit requests permission to retreat. Not so fast. The Corellians' apocalyptic aggression didn't stop us, and neither will this dragon's depression. All of our patrons have needed a little help in learning how to hope again. It's just a matter of discerning what they value and how to provide it. Fortunately, we have the great random at our side. I've heard tell that you have no little experience treating with dragons. Talking, using a spear, take your poison. Pick your poison, take your pick, whatever. Though the dragons here may not recall their passions, if the dragon song war is any indication, their brethren on Aetheris possess no such problem. Surely there is at least one dragon of your acquaintance with whom we can consult? Midgard Sormar? Maybe the one from the crafting quest? How about the Freetra? Let me go back and see what the other one was. Freetra? Satrap of Radzahan? Oh no, I wouldn't dream of calling away from his work for this. I mean, I can just link shell him, I'm sure. But Ofnir it is, then. As leader of her people and arbiter of peace, she must have some advice about disagreeable dragons. And she doesn't sound like the sort to let her elders on the Dragon Star wallow for eternity. Aether says historical records are not registered to this unit's database, but the proposed course sounds logical as described. It is statistically probable that they will not welcome assistance from a former enemy, but this unit believes that we must restore hope to dragonkind. Then it's decided. Do we need to pack chassis wax or anything? This unit must remain in Ultima Thule to ensure the smooth operation of the last dregs, while allied life forms are away. However, a portable communications drone can be dispatched for the journey. Looks like the OMG minion I have. How convenient. Let us make for Annex Shrine post-haste. Anything to say? Would that I could recall the feel of the mountain breeze, but even that lieth beyond my power now. I feel like there's a specific mount I should be using. There it is. And this one is from the... what are they called? Custom deliveries for Elto. Let's see... Okay. Vidofnir. Dost thou ever rest, little one? Thou hast brought salvation to the star, yet thy countenance bespeaks a mission. The will of the star hath blessed thee with charming companions. Oh, that's cute. Yet I think I should... Yet to think I should meet one of the machines that drove my grandsire from the Dragon Star. 'Tis like unto a bedtime fable. Fear not, for I shall not rebuke thee. Thou wouldst not be the first to call an old foe friend. 'Tis the fate of the dragons that concerneth me. To condemn them to an empty existence forevermore will be cruel indeed. This unit did not expect to find you so pleasant. A lie? It is difficult to locate the proper lexical data. Jammingway shared much data about the dragons of Aetheris during the journey, but this unit struggles to process those who embrace an ageless existence upon this... Struggles to process that those who embrace an ageless existence upon the star are the same species as the life forms we encountered in Ultima Thule. Your dragons, too, faced countless battles and great suffering, yet they emerged whole. This unit wonders how much can be attributed to faith in their allied units, and how much to the resilience of their hope, or if these two variables are one and the same. Which brings us back to our purpose here. Is there anything we can say to the dragons of Ultima Thule that might open their hearts to embrace hope once more? My sire, Race Velgar, oft spoke of Midgardsormr's tale of the Dragon Star, for from these memories was our Soma born. 'Tis mine understanding that the Dragon Star possessed a sacred peak resplendent, and 'twas my grandsire's longing for its heights that drew him to nest upon Aetheris. Mine ancestors doubtless felt its loss as keenly, yet their despair hath given way to exhaustion. Memory 'tis but a dull ache in their hearts. Restore to them the memory untainted by bitterness, and they may yet be inspired as my grandsire once was. Words, however, shall not suffice. If not words, what about taste? We've managed to invoke joyful recollections via soup before. Surely we can do the same for dragons. Previous customer data supports this hypothesis. However, dragons do not possess a culinary tradition as such. As with the Grabulofts, we must think outside standard parameters. Oh, I believe I have precisely what we need. Among the recipes provided to us by our Charlian collaborators is one from Ishgard, a dessert resembling Somal. If that's not outside standard parameters, I don't know what is. Curious proposal, but thou art welcome to attempt it. Southwest of Annex Trine lie lustrous minerals, machined not unlike those of the Dragonstar's peaks. Collect them with my blessing. Sounds like we shall be gazing upon a splendid and edible peak in no time. This unit requests that you return to the last dregs before initiating baking protocols. The utility of this drone's tiny digits is limited. Alright, time to gather. one quest might just take up the rest of the time. I didn't realize how hard it was to talk for so long when you have to read something off. I've always found dragons to be really neat in fiction. Alright. Gathering for this. I don't need a bunch of extras, I don't think. Pure green quartz. As colorful and lustrous as the mountains of Dragonstar. Or so Midgard's former told hero Svelgr. Told Vedofnir, anyway. Perfect. Oh, that's neat. Anyway, to base Omicron again. This shortcut is so nice. It might be this or the next one that allows me to get my mount. We do strive to make our dishes visually appealing, but this will be our greatest challenge yet. I do hope the drags appreciate it. Oh, it's a person. Drone battery low. This unit has returned it to the charging station despite jamming waste protests. Ingredients consistent with Dragonstar environmental records. Please initiate baking protocols. Sir, them initiated, dessert is a go. Neat. Remember, machine, 'tis only at the purported request of my kin across the expanse that I humor thee. Do not test my patience over long. We wouldn't dream of it. Now, if you'll come this way. That looks good. Thy tiny hands wrought this for my sake? Yes, Random's less tiny hands and N7000's spinny what's-its also helped. We worked hard to make it as much like the holy peak of the Dragonstar as possible. Kinda neat that we're sort of getting a glimpse of the Dragonstar even just in food form. Do you like it? Tis difficult to say. My palate recalls not what flavors once appealed. Visually, however, I see it. The peaks divide the Dragonstar in twain, bright clouds to shroud them. I feel the wind upon my scales, and I remember. A passing strange place, this. Yet for the newfound bond with my distant kin, and these memories gifted unto me, I am grateful. The gesture hath touched me, at that be certain. It's alright to miss home. Everyone does sometimes. Indeed, how beautiful it was, our dragon star. How joyfully its winds did brace our wings. I should like my kin to remember those days, no longer to mourn them, but to dream of them once more. This unit is pleased to hear of your spiritual revival. Maybe I'll try a bit of voices. However, it would be remiss of this unit not to remind you that our establishment employs a large Omicron staff. Your kin would be most welcome to join you, but this would not be intolerable to them. Metal warrior, thou art not the same as thou once were. No more are we. I know not what to make of this future, but I would linger no longer in the past. That is why you created this place, is it not? Were logic circuits complete, threat level nominal, business status booming. However, this unit is experiencing an anomalous overflow, conditions mathematically insufficient to generate current levels of mission satisfaction. Further analysis required, initializing additional processors. Are you sure you aren't just happy? You know, like a squishy, wishy organic life form? An illogical life form such as yourself could not begin to understand this unit's internal workings. Terminating interaction. Goodbye. Don't you dare go into sleep mode, coward! We cannot let N7000's emotional dysfunction detract from our success. To Elysium, we'll drag it there if we must. Not the heaviest load I've had to haul. Maybe I can just fit them in my bag. God, I love how they use the music in this game. Oh, and it's up. Love just seeing how it keeps filling. Making me very interested about what will probably be the third. Which would be... Kind of like how they continue to fill out and hang out. I wonder what the probable operate will be. The crafting quests. I assume it'll be something like wanting to learn to make stuff for the star with their own hands or something like that. That'll be adorable. It makes me wonder what it'll actually be like. I'm happy, you're happy, the dragon is happy. There's nothing anomalous about being happy. Please refrain from vibrating your vocal organs. This unit will continue processing anomalous satisfaction levels once Elysian status has been verified. Let's see how it looks. Gonna actually maybe get a look at what the Dragon Star was like. Oh yeah, it's a lot like the place in Ultima Thule proper. But clutches of eggs, or a clutch of eggs, and the peaks, and wow. I do hope that winds bless yonder peak. Don't eat it. This game is gorgeous. Inspiration has touched the dragons' hearts and given form to a nostalgic vista from the Dragon Star. Yet there is room in Elysion to grow and change. What other hopes will the power of Dinos bring to life? I've got to explore it now. What a majestic sight that was, and so pointy! Where harmony between dragons and Omicrons defies any and all prior projections. A rousing success, then. God, this feels weird. Given historical events, it should not be possible per the laws of the universe. Only in Ultima Thule could such a thing occur. In that case, I better not hear you question our potential ever again. This is definitive proof that we can do anything if we put our minds to it, no matter what your projections say. I was created by someone too, you know? And while I don't believe that being artificial makes our experiences any less worthwhile, we're here and we're making a difference. Have a little faith, that's what living is all about. This unit did not realize you were plagued by similar existential doubts, though it does explain your desire to pry into psyches you do not understand. Nevertheless, this unit will produce noise of generalized validation. Well, good. We've created a miracle here today, as well as new bonds between dragonkind that span time and space. I propose we bask in that glory for a while. And there's honor reputation. Let's see what I can get from here. Ooh. That's going in my room. If more dragons are on their way, we're gonna need bigger tables. One good sneeze and it's all over. Where the Dragon Star was rich in natural resources. If they are reborn in Elysion, many more dragons may be tempted to the last dregs. And turn in the last of these quests. The one with the checking for cavities. Though you cannot be certain, you have the unsettling feeling that Sigdigma's giant ever-staring eye is focused on your mouth. In the Leopard proprietor's dubious wisdom, it has been decided that teeth polishing tools are to be supplied for maintenance of the oral cavities of draconic clientele, and incorporated into new service offered to cafe patrons. Determining suitable matter to fulfill this purpose requires an extensive search covering billions of entries across thousands of databases. A trifling task. Material located. Allied Unit Random is hereby requested to relocate to the Elysian Seas, where it may procure porous stones from rocky outcrops in the vicinity. Samples may be delivered to the Advanced Dental Polishing Unit stationed in Riatara, which will fabricate them into tools and perform experimental teeth maintenance. Your swift completion of objectives is appreciated. Demon Force has graciously accepted a request from the EA on your behalf. Communication from the EA residing in Ostracon Tria received. Word has spread of Random's use as a flesh medium for sensory perception data. Ergo, additional non-corporeal entities now desire a demonstration. That's the weirdest title I think I've had. Weirder than Stealer of Pants. This experience could easily be achieved by visiting the cafe. Preliminary calculations, however, suggest that appeasing them with a trial in their colony will prove an effective means of publicity for the last dregs. You are responsible for reintroducing the thought entities to the notion of gustatory stimuli. It is therefore your responsibility to acquiesce to their demands. Visit the abode of the and make contact with the itinerant server unit at your earliest convenience. I might need to skip out and doing voices. My throat's getting sore from all the talking. And Lost World. Seen before it. Seemingly become environmentally aware. A crucial component of expanding Last Drake's customer base is to improve the overall sentiment of the inhabitants of Ultima Thule, starting with their surrounding environment. Notably, Ostracon Deca Octo, the area in which the dragons dwell, has considerable soil contamination. Scans indicate there may be substances with a minuscule chance of counteracting such contamination on Elysion. Allied Unit Random is therefore requested to procure samples of metal sand from the zones dedicated to unproductive dithering in a timely fashion. You are not to join in the dithering. That's my favorite pastime. The target was produced by alien technology and has not yet been analyzed sufficiently to enable replication. The sooner you replicate it, the sooner the soil purification unit can begin synthesizing a compound and provide valuable data. I'm just starting to get a little bit dizzy from all the talking. A whole lot easier when you decide when to talk rather than doing full dialogues on demand. I absolutely love the design of this place. Anyway, check for cavities, gathering those first. I love the music for this place. This is such a good way to unwind after terror. Forest stone. I'm gonna gather a bunch of those. Clear my inventory more to save 2 or 3 minutes. According to Stigma 4's infallible calculations, this permeable stone is perfectly suited to the task of polishing dragon fangs. Alright, hopefully 3 notes should be more than enough. A bit tired. No, I was planning on ending at this time, but at least finish up these quests before ending off. Into the place this time. It's kind of neat just seeing sort of snippets of these civilizations. At least what it might have looked like before they were gone. Metal sand. Grains of sand rich in metallic minerals to be mixed into a soil purifying concoction. Oh, Elysium Playgrounds. That's actually a kind of cute name for it. Yeah, 14's probably good enough. And then devote the I'll probably stick with this model for... My cat is poking my face. Sorry about that. If there's some taps on the mic, that will be my cat playing with the microphone as she rolls around in my lap. excited you are. Ah, you must be our fleshy medium for the demonstration. I am eager to discover what sensations await this gustatory experience will entail. Visual confirmation of allied unit random's arrival. Preparations for the demonstration are complete. Please begin consumption of one of 3 available organic substances. Now initializing scan of allied lifeforms gustatory inputs. Okay. That's gonna be Charlian bread, isn't it? I'll try the rice ball. Oh, neat. It makes you do the emote. Oh my, it's begun. Look at how the poor fleshy thing is forced to fill its oral cavity with organic foodstuff, using its lingual nerve to collect flavor as it masticates marrow with its teeth. And the final deglutition, how messy, how troublesome, how primitive. Gustatory data received, awaiting command to transmit data to the inexplicably narrating life form. Okay, same thing. Yes, yes, give me the data. Shock my senses, I beg you. Now transmitting data. Oh, oh my, what's this sensation? The signal from a phantom organ I do not possess. How wonderfully bizarre. Setting aside the curious decision to shape it into a ballistic, this pale green is much more flavorsome than it has any right to be. So soft as to be nearly viscous, so starchy as to be nearly sweet. I now understand that fleshy ones do not consume organic substances, strictly out of nutritional necessity, but for stimulation such as this. How altogether fascinating. Indeed, I must see this cafe for myself. Cool. Departure of screeching non-corporeal entity confirmed. This unit will return to its duties in the last dregs, where countless such beings doubtless await. Allied unit is encouraged to return to A4 research for mission debriefing. And back to base Omicron to turn in these quests. 1 second, I have a Discord notification. And actually on that segue, a good chance to promote my own Discord. I made my own Discord a short bit back. Yeah, it's basically where I will be hanging out off stream. You can get notifications when I am streaming. And just sort of hang out and chat and all that. Hope to actually make a good community. Or at least a general community eventually. Because streaming has actually been quite a bit of fun, I feel. Anyway, soil purification unit. We're awaiting distribution of the requested samples in accordance with commands for the soil purification program. Alright, metal sand. Ping. Acknowledging receipt of samples. This unit will begin analyzing composition of retrieved specimens and initialize sequence for generation of remedial substances. Allied life forms should return to Stigma 4 for mission debriefing and compensation. Oh, I have to also grab this one. I want to turn them all in at the same time. And when finished with this, I'll probably raid someone. If anyone has any suggestions of who to raid, let me know. Otherwise, I might just go through and look for someone myself. Mayhap one day, fate shall see fit to reunite me with my faraway kin. A dragon can but dream. Oh, I have to go all the way there. Oops. I might as well see about the replicate civilization. Deca Octo. 18th civilization with Dragonstar. This unit believes you know the rest, of course. That said, Dragon patronage of late has far exceeded projections, and they appear to enjoy interacting with the other customers. This unit has heard them reminiscing over the songs of their past. Perhaps some manner of poetry recital is in order. Nice. Nice, really. Deca Octo 10-8. Let's see, advanced dental. Yeah, hell of a thing to be turned into. Where once requested samples have been converted into tools, this unit will approach a nearby dragon, demand the clenching of said dragon's jaw, and proceed to climb inside of its mouth to perform extensive teeth polishing. Estimated chance of survival, less than 1%. For... Uh, Initializing material conversion process. This unit will now transition to dental polishing protocols to carry out its mission. Goodbye, allied life form. Alright, let's see. Cavities first. Return of allied unit random. Acknowledged. Your contribution to the universe's aggregate dental hygiene levels is greatly appreciated. Initializing gratitude monologue. Review of records of conflict on the Dragonstar indicate dragons maintain oral hygiene by masticating on rocks and similar objects. Necessity of dental polishing service now brought into question. Nevertheless, there is a non-zero possibility of positive reception by cafe patrons. Production of specialized teeth cleaning drones added to queue. With trial runs to ensue, allied units' continued cooperation remains categorized as necessary. Brainstorm. Return of allied unit recognized. Requesting full mission report. Congratulations on your successful ingestion. Though this outcome was expected, it is also desirable. Guerrilla demonstration will be logged as an effective means of encouraging interest in sensory perception. It is fortunate that a number of EA were present during your execution of the objectives, due to their lack of physical form as well as conditional operating protocols. Luring them to the last dregs has been surpassingly difficult, even for tactical specialists. However, those who watch this demonstration from afar may choose to participate in the future. Should the opportunity present itself to carry out a similar operation, your services will be required once more. Ah, crap. Transmissions from Soil Purification Unit confirm the delivery of requested samples. Allied Unit is commended for successful completion of objectives. However, the degree to which the synthesized compound can purify the soil remains surpassingly small. The current methodology's labor productivity is entirely unacceptable. The logical response would be to scrap the program in its entirety. Unfortunately for the efficiency of our operation, the flea-bitten proprietor disagrees. Allied unit is to urge to stand by, as projections indicate its services will be needed again in the near future. And that's all the dailies done. So I'm going to call it a stream here. Uh, Thank you all for watching. I will be finding someone to raid. I even decided just to throw together a raid command. Just as sort of a placeholder for now. So I have something. So, thank you everyone who has shown up. and I hope to see you again. Anyone lurking is highly appreciated. So I will take a minute to find the people to raid, and I will see you on Monday, where I will be streaming Phasmophobia. Hopefully at around, what would be 6 PST, I think? Because it'd be about 7 Mountain Time. And goodbye, everyone. Just have to pick someone. Let's go with Regisaurus.